Everybody, and today we'll be reviewing LEGO Ninjago set 71771, the Temple of the Crystal King. So, let's start off with the figures. So the first figure we've got is Kai, which all the ninja suits are exclusive to this set, and I think this is a really nice figure. As you can see, it's got a nice printed knee pads. It's just more of like a bit of a generic ninja suit for this wave, because obviously there's more extravagant versions of the ninja suits which that come in other sets. So yeah, for this Kai figure, it's just got some knee pads, got a nice belt there, as you can see, a bit of a neck strap there, and then you also got some like padded shoulders. You've got the Sons of Gundam Season 11 sword holder, which comes with a silver katana, and a new mask print with just Kai's symbol on there in the Ninjago language, and it's just the same as his legacy one, but with in white, but with a white printing on there. The next figure we have is Jay. Now this figure is really cool in my opinion. I think he looks incredible. I think this is definitely one of the best Jay suits, and I actually think is because they focus more on the dark blue, because as you can see they've got the dark blue as the main colour and the light blue as the like secondary colour, which I just think makes this look so much nicer than normal J suits. As you can see, basically they all look the same. They've all got different belt printings. As you can see, they're just in different colours, but I don't think that matters because they all look really cool. So next up is Cole. Now Cole's is probably my least favourite out of these four suits, and that is just because because obviously with Jay and Kai they have dark red and red and dark blue and light blue, but Cole's got grey, black and orange. This mask you can see there. He's got the same face since the movie. Got nice shoulder pads, belt printing. As you can see, he's got more knee pads, as you can see there. But yeah, I think it's a really cool figure. I just feel like it's nothing unique compared to other Cole figures. Like, I think it looks a bit too similar to Ireland's Cole, in my opinion. Next up, we have is Zane. Now, Zane is actually cool. When I saw the pictures of this set in the box, I actually thought these were silver arms. But they're actually light grey, so like the same colour as like this base plate here. And I do actually quite like that, because for normal Zane suits, normally they don't use light grey. They'll just end up using silver, which makes it look like Zane's got no sleeves. So this actually gives quite a nice sleeved look for Zane. It's got nice mask piece with blue instead of normal grey, which they normally use on these Zane masks. And it's got a nice belt, as you can see there. Now, definitely the best figure in this set, the Crystal King, which he is such a cool figure. First of all, he comes with these incredibly cool pink katana pieces, which I think just look incredible. Look, like you can kind of see through them, which I just think is really cool. Like, we've never really had a piece like this. We had the Prime Empire sword pieces, but they were like cut off at one point. I just think these are really cool. And you do actually get a spare, so in total you get 3 in this set. But now actually onto the figure. Now, before I take the mask off, there will be spoilers for Crystallized. But I think most people know, just saying there is spoilers underneath this mask. 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's going to be spoilers now. As you can see, that looks like the Overlord, which I think is just really cool how the Overlord's back. But like in a form we've never really seen him before. Because as you can see, here's his... this is like his kind of helmet piece. Kind of looks like an Oni. I actually think it kind of looks a bit like kind of a dog head, but I can see how they've used it. Or it could look, I think it's supposed to look like a dragon, but I kind of just see it like an angry dog. I'm not sure about you. But yeah, so starting at the legs, there is actually a toe printing, knee printing, as you can see, hip printing. No side leg printing, which is a shame, but Ninjago figures never get side leg printing. So then taking that off, you got this really nice, you can see the Overlord's logo there, which just looks really nice. But actually that often, most of the time, gets covered up, so it's kind of nice how they included it there. And then here's the back torso print. It's just more like those gold things that the Overlord has. You can see there's actually bits of crystal inside of him. Now, the next lot of arms, as you can see here, they kind of match the printing. As you can see, there's the same symbol as was just under there. You can see it's got some metal plate in there. You've also got bit of the more golden rib cage there. And you can kind of see that. I kind of think that looks a bit like a dragon. You can see there the two eyes, and then there's like the snout of the dragon, but I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be. Then adding on the head, as you can see, there's the back of the head, kind of looking quite nice. I can't tell if it's gold or silver because it keeps changing colour. I think it's silver, but yeah. So then you put the Overlord head on like so. Then his mask. Obviously, you've got these really large horn pieces at the top, which just looks really nice. Now, the final figure that comes in this set is just a Vengestone Warrior. Now, this is definitely the best variant of the Vengestone Warriors. It's the only one I have, but I just think it looks really cool. And you can see it's got this really brand new armor piece, which looks like just crystallized shards. This headpiece, which there's no head underneath, it just connects to the neck piece like there. It doesn't fit in if you put it in the first hole. You've got to put it in the second one. His weapon is just kind of this crystallized blade, which you'll see later through on the set, which is on a hinge piece. So it's got toe printing, knee printing, a trans pink leg, which looks really cool. 2 trans pink arms. You can see they've got bits of yellow, grey, purple, just all over this figure, like, which just makes it look really cool. You can see there's the back printing, which is just like crystals exploding out the back of him. And I just think it's a really cool figure. So now let's actually take a look at the set. So this set actually comes in 2 main parts. As you can see, there's got the entranceway, and then you've got the main temple. So we'll take a look at the entranceway first. So first up, you've just got some basic steps, which looks really nice. You can see you've got more of these crystal pieces everywhere. So it's just some steps that leads up to the Shurikens of Ice. Now these are new golden weapon pieces. I think the Shurikens look all right. I think they're a bit too big. I prefer the other ones. But there's the other weapons, which I'll show you later. So yeah, they're just on this piece. For some reason, the Shurikens are just right there, really easy to get. Doesn't really make much sense. But then coming over to your right, you can see where they keep the Sword of Fire. So a minifigure would have to walk across here, get onto this, but this platform can actually spin, as you can see there. So it makes it a lot difficult for them to get the Sword of Fire. And say Kai was about to jump, you can just fling this crystallized piece right there, as you can see. If you just fling it, it actually just triggers this thing to launch in the air. Then if you come up here, you've got the Sword of Fire, which also moves about. Now, this Sword of Fire piece, in my opinion, it's just really bad. It looks nothing like the Sword of Fire, and I don't know really why Lego made it like this. It obviously looks a lot better in the crystallized form, but you don't get any of those in this set, which is a shame. But yeah, this just doesn't look good. I just don't know why they changed it. I probably will eventually change it out for the old Sword of Fire, which just looks so much better. So that's basically all for this side. As you can see, this is just how the mechanism is, just a few Technic pieces. It's a bit of rocks down there. But yeah, so onto the next side, there's actually a staircase where, let's get Jay here. So he'd walk up here, he'd get onto these steps, you push this gold lever piece. Oh, you push this gold lever piece. Oh, it keeps falling. You push this gold lever piece right here, and the stairs actually can come out, and also it leaves this bit here, so it stops you getting to the nunchucks, which I'll show you in a second. But it kind of makes a question, if there's so much guard for the sword and nunchucks, I don't get why the shurikens are just out there like that. But yes, so when you move this, there is actually another one of these crystallized pieces, which you just got to move with your hand on the pink piece, but like that. So then coming up here, you can see the new nunchucks are lightning. Just take a look at them now quickly, which I'm mixed on these. I do quite like the new handle piece. I think that looks a lot better than the legacy ones because it manages to have the chain coming out of the top of the nunchucks. I just personally wish they moved these the bar pieces where the chain attached to at the top of the nose, because then it would be more accurate to the show about how the chain actually comes out of the nose like here. I also wish they did the chain in light blue, because it's been like 10 years and they're still using a gold chain, and they can use Lego can make transparent chain colors, but they just choose not to for some reason. But yeah, so Actually, taking a look at this bit up here, you've got this nice entranceway with these really cool sticker pieces here. And also, if you place Jay here, like he's just about to get the nunchucks, you flick this piece here, Jay gets launched to the moon and back. And but yeah, so I wish they kind of hid this a bit more, because the way they hid this Technic feature is really well hidden, because it's just this gold piece at the back which blends into the colours. But then as opposed to this just giant brown bar which just doesn't stand out. If they made it a grey, I think it would look a lot better, but just the way it's brown, I just think it stands out a bit. So that is basically all it is for this. As you can see, this is what it looks like from behind. You've got a better look on how this Technic feature works. You can, so you just got to push it down for it to work. Sometimes you can pull it back up for it to work, but it doesn't always work all the time. I don't know why that is. I don't think I built anything wrong, but yeah. So yeah, that is the first bit of the set. Now, the next bit is definitely the best bit of the set, the main temple. You can barely actually see it from here, but yeah. So let's start at the bottom. So you've got these really nice trans pink Technic pieces, which I believe are new colour for this piece. As you can see, it's got just a black bottom just to make it look like it's the void, like you're gonna fall into darkness if you fall. With a bit of rocks holding it up, you've got this nice vine piece here with the Crystal Kings logo, which I kind of think the way they've done it on a blue piece makes it look like it's more like the ghosts and not the Crystal King, but you know. And also this entire bit here is actually built upside down, because that's why there's a gap there, as you can see, because that's where it connects. But yeah, so then up here you can see the new Scyther Quakes, and this is definitely by far the best golden weapon they've made for this wave. It's just so perfect in every way. Like, the only downside I can think of is that this isn't a bar and this is more like a sword piece, and this is obviously probably because they wanted it to fit into that crystallized piece. But the top piece for this scythe is just really cool, and it's just the most accurate scythe I think we've ever gotten in Lego. But so yeah, that's all there really is in that top room up there. It's just really the scythe, because there's more of these crystallized parts. But as you can see, there's a staircase there. But what's this? A jail cell. And I believe this technique Lego's used is called a tensegrity build. Correct me if I'm wrong. But what it is you get these really nice rock pieces in trans pink, and they open up, and you can place a figure inside as if they're trapped. Now, so coming up here, you can see there's a staircase. And here you get to the top of the temple, which is the Crystal King's throne, where, as you can see, here's his throne. It is removable, so I'll just show you a better look at it. So here's his throne, and as you can see, it's quite nice. It's a good mixture between dark blue, purple, pink, and black. And it obviously can rock backwards and forwards, so it can be a rocking chair if you want. But yeah, so if you actually get the Crystal King figure, here you go. As you place him there, it looks really nice. And as you can see, it's got these like black spike pieces off the top. The only downside is the back of the chair with the grey, but that's not really a problem because you don't really see it from where it's placed. But so yeah, so here's where it goes. It just gets put there nice and nicely. There you can see that's what the Crystal King looks, and he's sitting in it. As you can see, we've got more of these crystallized pieces, and also more of these giant pink blade pieces, which are, I don't know if they're new for this wave or not. You'll have to tell me in the comments if you know. You also get the purple Master Wu hat connecting via these lamppost pieces, which I think is a really cool technique. And then finally, you just got this spike piece at the top. So yeah, that is this set. I think it is a really cool set. One of the best of this wave. I think it's definitely worth the price. I actually got this set on sale from Smith's in the UK. I got it for, I think it was £70 instead of 80. Well, no, I got it for £60 instead of £70, which I think it's definitely a good £60 set. So if you can get it on sale, I think you should. But wait, this is not going to be the end of this video, because recently in the UK there's been some Ninjago magazines, and there's 2 figures I actually want to review that I've themed around crystallized that I got in the magazines. So first up, we've got Golden Dragon Kai. Now, these figures I'm showing you don't come in this set. They're just figures I got from the Ninjago magazine. So as you can see, you've got this really nice fire printing on the sides. You can see it's got like a golden armor piece there. They're translucent legs and translucent arms and a translucent head. So it's quite a translucent figure. As you can see through it. Also, the armor piece, I believe, is brand new. And it actually has these wing pieces attached to it, which are actually the Evo Dragon wings. Now, I don't actually have any of the Evo Dragons, but I think that I can imagine they'd be quite small, actually, considering the wings are actually just this big, which they're quite wide for a minifigure. As you can see, it goes all the way from Kai to the Vengestone Guard. But for a dragon, I don't think these would be big enough. As you can see, you've got Kai's symbol there in the Ninjago language, which is just bursting out in fire. You don't really see that because of the way the wings are placed. Only downside to the wings is, as you can see there, blue Technic pins. I wish they would have recolored them in a gold or a red. Probably a gold, because that would have worked for all the Ninja, but, you know, there's only so much LEGO can do. Also, this really cool headpiece. It's actually reused from the Evo spinners, but I don't have the Evo spinners yet, so it just looks really nice there, as you can see there. And also a brand new dragon mask, which does look like a dragon, and it kind of reminds me of the Forbidden Spinjitzu masks, done a lot better, because I just think they look better than the Forbidden Spinjitzu masks. So there. Then the other figure from the magazine that I want to be reviewing today is just Lloyd. Now, this Lloyd figure it's basically the same as these ones, but with gold armor and his hair and like a half mask. Now, obviously, the torso, legs, and armor are from the Crystal King set, like the Crystal King's mech kind of thing. But for the magazine, they decided to make it exclusive in a way and just change the hair and mask. But this figure is really cool, as you can see. It's kind of the same as the Ninja, but you can actually see this is kind of battle damaged there, which is on the sides. Also, you can see the armor piece. So, yeah, it's just a really cool figure, and I think it would look even better with the mask, but I don't have the masks to show you what that would look like. So, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, because if you made it this far in the video, obviously enjoy my content. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.